All right. Mic check, mic check. Looks like we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. It's been a hot minute, but today I was feeling randomly inspired to play some WoW. So that's what we're gonna get into today. We're gonna get some levels on the rogue, hopefully. Maybe 1 level, 2 levels. We'll see what happens. Welcome back, guys. I have not played this guy in a minute. I'm totally lost in the sauce as to where I am quest-wise, level-wise. So let's try and pick up the pieces here. We are in Red Ridge Mountains, level 26. A little over-leveled for this area. Let's see what quest we have. Duskwood, huh? Little low for Duskwood. Let's see where we can go to. Some stuff in Red Ridge, but I don't know if I can complete this stuff. This is elite. Maybe we can go back to wetlands. Might have to go back to wetlands. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Crix, Dominic, Simon, Lee, Divine Banana. I have no agenda for this stream, guys, so more than anything else, I just want to chill with you guys. And if you guys have any questions for me, if you guys want to catch up, shoot the shit a little bit. Crazy times we live in, right? Crazy times. Hey, by the way, can you guys hear me okay? I went live right as Asmon did. Uh-oh. That's crazy to me. And all those guys still streaming, going hard every day, huh? Insane. Also, forgive me if I'm a little awkward, because I haven't been streaming much, right? So, it's kind of an acquired sense of comfort, you know? So if you don't stream for a while, you're gonna be an awkward turtle up there, so apologies in advance, but hope everybody's doing good, man. Are you guys all still playing Classic? Be honest, you guys playing every day? You've been raid logging, you've been enjoying it? It's crazy to me because you guys know Def Camp and Melderon, right? They're like my brothers from another mother. It's so interesting that, you know, I've kind of been taking a little break with everything because I got some IRL stuff going on, good stuff, but they've been going hard. They've been ranking, leveling alt, so you know, I try not to get in my own head and think, you know, everybody's having everyone's taking a break. I figure maybe a lot of people are still playing a lot, and I heard AQ got announced. So, that's pretty exciting, right? I mean, AQ. What do you guys think about that? I don't really know what's going on in the scene that much. I heard there's like some sexual assault allegations. I have no idea about that at all, like 0%. But I just heard that through the grapevine. No idea, not that interested. But I heard that was some stuff floating through the internet. What else? Oh man, one thing I want to talk with you guys about is some. Did anybody catch that Classic WoW esports thing that they did? Yo, I felt very like strange watching it, because on one hand I thought they did a great job. It was kind of everything I was hoping it was going to be, but a part of me was thinking it was a little bittersweet, because I'm thinking to myself, man, is this kind of too little too late? Maybe not. It seemed like they were doing a pretty good job. Like they had a pretty decent viewership experience. The casters were kind of, I don't really know them too well. They seemed like they were kind of non-endemic to the Classic space. There are some retail Blizzard, you know, Blizzard talent that Blizzard keeps in the old talent wheelhouse, but I recognized some of the names playing, and that was kind of cool. But yeah, that's what I'm curious what you guys have to say about that. You think that that's too little too late? Did you like it? Do you like that, the Classic WoW esports? I think a lot of us went into Classic WoW thinking that PvP was going to be their jam. I sure did, and you know, I had fun with it, and it's hard to say exactly where things went wrong or just like steered off the course, right? I was really excited going into it. Was anybody there watching the channel since launch? Type something in the chat if you were there at launch day or the first week or something. No, I was hyped, man. Got the 60, was riding around on the mountain looking for trouble. That's where my head was at. I was really excited for the PvP side of things. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm still figuring it out. But I think, at least on Scarab, man, like, just the world PvP felt kind of boring and felt kind of bad, and it sort of just snowballed from there. There's nothing wrong with Classic WoW PvP, because people are having a lot of fun with it, and it seems like it's almost been making a resurgence, because people like Def Camp Melderon, Ale, a lot of my close friends are actually PvPing and having the time of their life. And then So do you guys hear about they put in that war games functionality in Classic, where apparently you can queue 10v10 now? I think it's good. I think it's cool. It's exciting. A part of me, thinks to myself, man, what if that was there on launch? On one hand, all the no changes people, probably myself included, would have been screaming their heads off. But at the same time, if you struck while the iron was hot, and you had that there, and you had that war game functionality in place, and you had these esports events going on, maybe it could have been something. I don't know, man. What's going on, everybody? Music too loud? Okay. Appreciate it. Let's get some engagement going, though. We like to crank the music and ambience up here. It's, man, that might be my favorite aspect of this damn game. But, how's everybody doing, man? You guys still playing Classic every day? How many times are you playing per week? Give me a little bit of back and forth here. Music way too loud. Thanks for watching, by the way, guys. It's been a minute. It amazes me. Go just randomly log on. There's 100+ people here. How's the lavender farm? Oh yeah, I'll talk about that. If you guys have any questions for me, like IRL stuff, like how things are going, I'm happy to answer all that stuff. So yeah, wifey and I did buy a lavender farm. Well, it wasn't a lavender farm. It was just kind of a farm. We're going to be growing lavender on it. It's been a ton of work so far. Ton of cost, ton of work. We were expecting that though. I'm bone tired every day. I'm toasted right now. I look like a toasted walnut right now. Got some sun on me, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a dream to build a homestead, right? And with all this going on in the world, couldn't be a better time to turn that dream into a reality, building a homestead. Right now, out in my sort of patio area, I got chickens, guys. I got baby chicks. I know that sounds crazy to some of you, but backyard chickens, man, they're becoming a thing. People are getting into them because people are, I don't know if a lot of people expected this, but what was one thing, when this pandemic struck? What was one thing that you weren't expecting to be out of supply? I mean, toilet paper is the easy one, right? That was just so strange that toilet paper was like the number one thing gone. But at least about where I live, there were no eggs in the stores. No eggs.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Chickens are great, man, for many, many reasons, and I'm so excited. They're fun to look at. They're fun to watch. I got 10 Rhode Island red pullets, and in a few months I'll be laying some eggs. Get the compost down the manure. Use the eggshells for calcium in the garden. Dude, chickens are just amazing. Then eventually you can, I thought it was going to be easy peasy, that I was going to be able to cull them no problem, like when the egg production started to wean off, but they're growing on me, man. I don't know if I can do it. When's the next tournament, bro? Yeah, I'd like to do something like that. I've been talking to Tactics a little bit. Another hardcore tournament would be fun, huh? Man, what am I doing? Should go to wetlands. Let's just go to wetlands. Where do you think we should go, guys? 26. Lost in the sauce. Haven't played in weeks. And this is a hardcore character, by the way. So if I die, it's all over. Level 26. We've had this character since the days of when we were calling our characters Iron XYZ. Iron Darker. This dude's been around for a hot second. We'll go to wetlands. We can talk while we're on the flight path. Hey, what's up, Matt Shepard? Thanks for being here, man. My man Crix, thanks for being here, bro. If you die, you delete the character. Yeah, that's right. Alright, let me catch up with the chat. So, have you guys been playing a lot? 3 to 4 times? Nothing to do at 60. Classic every day, a few hours minimum. Okay. Stay safe with the COVID really ramping up in your area? Yeah, it's true. It's crazy how that's happening, right? I mean,
can I help you?
it really is resurging. I think they said we're up to 40k cases a day or something, and it may even, keep going up to like 100k. The good thing is where I bought the farm it's up in this county called Placer County, right? And they have like single-digit COVID cases up there. Like, people don't even wear masks. You can dine in up there. So, that's good. But yeah, the farm has been great. Like, I'm telling you guys, it feels extremely wholesome. So me, I'm a millennial like most of you guys. I grew up in the city, in the suburbs, out east in New York. And I wasn't really raised with the skills, hunting and fishing every day and going out there and growing your own produce and dealing with chickens and livestock. That was not my upbringing by any means. When I moved into this house, our primary residence, I barely even know how to, work a drill or a saw or anything, right? So I've had to since learn, and that's one of the coolest things about being a homeowner is you learn all these skills so rapidly because you have to, because you don't have the money to pay contractors or whatever to go fix everything. So that was kind of the start of it. But going out to this farm and learning these skills like gardening, raising chickens, putting in flooring. This is like the third set of floors that I put in new floors up there, ripped out all the carpet. This carpet, big yikes if you have dogs. It's been very, very wholesome, man. And I think definitely when I have kids, which should be kind of soon, guys, wifey and I are trying. I want to get that going. Definitely want to raise them so that they, at an early age, they eat vegetables, but not for kind of the soy boy reasons of eating vegetables, of why it's not even that. It's like connect them with the supply chain and realize vegetables are so awesome because it's so easy to harvest them and you don't have to skin an animal, you don't have to raise this animal, and it's healthy for you and it's easy to grow, and teach them. Because I think a big reason why I wasn't super turned on to veggies growing up, and I'm always reaching for the bacon, egg, and cheese or whatever, you don't realize how hard it is to acquire some of this food. So I don't know. Like if I was a little kid and I grew up planting tomatoes and zucchinis and cucumbers and all this, I'd probably like it a lot more. So it's been feeling super wholesome for me. I have right now in the garden, I made these raised bed, guys. These raised beds, they look so nice. They're concrete cinder blocks, but they're capped off with these kind of like a nice little decorative top to the cinder blocks. They're mortared together, so they're gonna last like a bazillion years. I got all kinds of tomatoes growing, onions, what else? Some carrots, but the carrots are kind of a flop. Some garlic. What else? Cucumbers, zucchini, basil. Oh my god, been making pesto, fresh pesto. The basil plant's just going crazy. It's out of control. I know this may be super boring to you guys, but I'm just firing from the hip here, letting you know what's been going on with me. And that stuff has been very wholesome, very rewarding. So I feel like I'm balancing out my inner millennial here. Like I'm learning the skills of our past generations, and I would definitely encourage everybody to try to do that. Is enjoying a prescription amphetamine? Nah, man, I never took Adderall in my life. Many times I could have taken it in college or whatever, but never really been into it. I probably should though, because I do definitely. Anybody else feel like that you have undiagnosed ADHD, whatever that means? Never got it diagnosed, never been to a psychiatrist or a shrink or whatever like that, but I probably do. I have a hard time sitting still. And especially like in the military, that will bite you in the ass, because when you just have to sit in formation and stand still, I'm always fidgeting with my pockets and my buttons and stuff. Oh my god, dude, it's rough. But it's I like to think that you can be a gamer, and gaming is always going to be a thing in my life, like 100%. There's no way I can turn off the gaming aspect of my side. It's there for good, forever. I'll be gaming when I'm an old ass man. But at the same time, it's cool to also be able to get some of that outdoor experience in you. It makes you feel good. How do you feel about the COVID situation? Part of me is kind of thankful for it, to be honest. Basil and mint are pretty invasive. Yeah, basil and mint. Yeah, also oregano, all those herbs, really invasive. Catching a cold, no, I have a little bit of allergies though. Yonkers, you live in Yonkers? Limited? That's where... Oh no, I was from Yonkers. Yeah, I lived in Yonkers for a while, right next to Jadakiss, DMX, all that. Yeah, you remember. What's up, Limited Obsession? Good to see you back in here, man. Good to see you back here. Crix Gaming, gifting the tier 1 sub. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you. You've been killing it over on the TBC stuff. If you have this kind of talk energy without Adderall, then don't ever take it. I take that as a compliment, Sam, because I feel like I'm super out of touch with streaming. I feel awkward as fuck right now. So, do you hate boomers? No, I love boomers. I've always paid respect to my elders. Even if you are stronger or whatever, I always pay respect to my elders. Just because I really do feel like they have certain life wisdom that you can't really quantify. So, even if I think like my uncle or someone else is totally off base or whatever, more often than not, I'll just stay quiet, because I do respect what they have to say. And that life experience, it does a lot to you. Even in 5 years, how old are you guys right now? Even when you're early 20s to late 20s, bigger difference than I would have thought, right? You learn a lot about yourself and life in that time. But yeah, I mean, the COVID situation, I think there's a lot of silver lining there. I know that's absolutely boring to some of you because we hear about it 24/7, but there's a lot of silver lining in the COVID situation. Rest in peace to all the fallen souls, but at the same time, you know, I hope that we can use this as a way to prepare for future, you know, pandemics that may ravage us even way worse, right? And to, you know, get testing systems in place and hopefully just get a little bit of pain and suffering so we can reset. And like one thing is that people have been shifting way back to like homesteading and growing their own food and chickens. Anybody here growing their own food and stuff because of all this the craziness going on? A lot of people have been, right? So people are doing backyard chickens, backyard gardens, realizing that food, like right now, food for us is entertainment, right? Food is entertainment. It's not really survival or function like it was in the past. It's entertainment. What do you want to eat today? Thai food. What do you want to eat today? Popeyes. What do you want to eat today? I'm feeling a burger. Let's go to In-N-Out. Let's go to Shake Shack. But, you know, the entertainment, you know, people are getting a slap across the face when they realize, oh my God, I went to the grocery store. There's no meat. There's no eggs. I don't know. There's a lot of silver lining here. Science, you know, scientists collaborating across all the nations and stuff. It's a crazy time we live in, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy time. I mean, there's silver lining, but there's also some feels bad shit going around. Let me put it this way: does anybody feel like they're becoming more reclusive as you get older? When I was in teens and early 20s, I was a big socialite, big social butterfly. I love going to networking events, going to happy hours, going all this. I had my soy boy phase when I was dressing up in designer stuff and all that. I look back on it and I cringe and stuff like that, but I feel like I'm becoming more reclusive, a little bit less trusting of people, a little bit more reclusive. And you know that meme of like the old guy going onto his lawn, like, you damn kids, get off my damn lawn. Like, I'm definitely gonna be that guy. Definitely gonna be that guy. Holy crap, man! Kargoz, I was chilling, thinking about what I went through the rest of my morning. I thought I really want to watch a good Kargoz stream. Oh, thank you, man. That's nice of you. Thank you for all of you for being here. Self-sustainable homestead lifestyles where it's at. Yellow Tonka, you already know, man. That's the dream. My state doesn't allow home gardens? What? No, this is going to wetlands, right? Oh wait, I'm in fucking wetlands. What am I doing? Why am I going to Kalimdor? I was thinking about going to, never mind. How do you get better poisons? I'm not sure. I did the initial poison quest. I think you just go back to the poison vendor, right? Or the poison trainer. You have to go to SI7. When do you think the P6 gonna drop? I mean, do we get more new content for Burning Crusade? Yeah, I have no idea. I think that'll be the thing probably that gets a lot of people back into it. I mean, I'm genuinely excited for Nax. Hopefully, maybe I'll get the raid with Death Camp and Melderon again for Nax, because I haven't been raiding either. I've kind of just been cold turkey for the past couple weeks, to be honest with you guys. I've just had those moments where I want to stream, but I will sit there at the character creation screen, just tabbing through the different characters, and just not be able to pull the trigger and jump in. You know, this character is the closest thing for me right now that makes me want to play. Just because we started him off, Rogue's still pretty fresh in my mind. I don't have a lot of experience playing Rogue. But I'll just sit at that character's creation screen for like 20 minutes and then just close down OBS. Hey, what's up, Canuvis? Yeah, things have been good. Things have been good. I've been spending a lot of time up at the farm and back here. Again, like I got these baby chickens growing, lots of stuff in the garden, working on the lavender. Still haven't gotten that in the ground, but you got to work on the irrigation first. So learning lots of skills, growing, all that good stuff. Rare spawn deleted. Yep, rare spawn deleted. I did not see that coming, man. I hope he comes back though. At some point. That dawned on me the other day. I was like, damn, he deleted his channel. I may never like talk to him again. You know, that's the internet. Yeah, it may just be GG. You know what happened to Alex Central? Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I don't want to speculate, but he was very much a huge part of the classic community before the game released. And he was definitely a friend of mine. So it's sad to see him go. You still plan to do the hardcore cups? I would like to, man, but it's hard to pick up the pieces. I mean, being hard is no excuse. We'll get around to it. We'll do it. Don't know an exact timeline yet, but I'd like to. They're fun. Are you allowed to get a mount? Yeah, you're allowed to get a mount. Absolutely. Anything you can just get by yourself. You just can't. You can't. You know, funnel yourself gold or gear or anything like that. But so we can do this quest. War banners. We can do that. Flagon of Dwarven Honeymead. Where is that at? So we can do war banners, excavate. Give me some quests over here. Hey, what's up, CMD? Love to see the direction your life is taking. I can tell it's good for you. You are so happy. Yo, I'm so glad you say that. I don't know. I feel weird. Like, this is straight stream of consciousness right now, guys. I may seem a little bit down right now as I'm talking to you, but it's because when you don't do something for a while, and I haven't talked with you guys in a while, I haven't streamed in a while, that you just feel a little bit awkward. You know, you're not hitting your stride quite yet. But I am happy. I am definitely happy. And like, I'm turning 30 this year, guys. So in December, late December, thankfully, I'll turn 30, and I was saying to myself, man, I've never envisioned myself as a 30-year-old. I gotta really live this year. I gotta really make it count, right? And I didn't feel like I was, you know, quite living and getting that there until we pulled the trigger and we bought this farm, because that's a big risk. That's a spicy decision, and that's gonna take you in a whole different direction potentially. So that kind of alleviated that FOMO a little bit for me. I was thinking to myself, damn, all right, I'm living, I'm doing it, we're doing it, we're taking risks, we're building a good story here. Hey, what's up, Bojangles? You do Kargoz Fresh 30 Club? Appreciate it, man. Yep, Fresh 30 come late December. So Alex Central deleted his new channel? Yeah, he deleted it. Looks like it. I think he was just maybe just over the whole content thing, the content stuff. Welcome to the 30 Club. I just turned 30 last December. That's why it's cool, though. That's one thing I really do enjoy about this classic community, is that it's so strange how this game all affected us so heavily, and at the same time that we're all right in the same age bracket. I mean, we are all like 25 to 34 for the most part. I don't want to say all like it's excluding anybody, but if you look at the analytics, I haven't in months, but it's something like 70-80% of people are within that age range. Where have you been? What's up, David? It's two-part. It's not just the farm. It's just the hype for a game will come and go, and I think for the first time I did actually experience a little bit of a more substantial burnout with Classic than I have in the past. And I do think it's possibly because I reached that turning point where I have played pretty much all the classes a good amount, whether it's on the PTR or here or, you know, Henhouse or whatever it was, that I would just sit there at the character creation screen and just tab through the classes. And I wasn't able to get there, you know. I want to actually play one and be into it. So if I can't be good company, I'd rather not be I'd rather not be company at all. So that's my excuse. But the farm too, man. The farm is exciting. We're gonna be growing lavender up there. Got a couple acres allotted for that. I want to grow a permaculture food forest. Anybody know what that is? I'm a novice gardener, but I have just been absorbing, soaking up all this information about gardening, and I'll tell you right now, I've been getting into, like, you know, I got these chickens going and gardening and all this, right? First time in my life that I'm interested and passionate about something that isn't an absolute sausage fest. I'm not saying that for any reason. It's just funny to me. Like when I go and I watch a lot of the gardening channels, the chicken channels, I've noticed a lot. It's, you know, it's probably a majority, maybe like 75-25 female to male, and everything I've always done in my life, whether it just be World of Warcraft or just being into like military shit or whatever it might be, it always ends up being like 90-10 dudes to females. It's just interesting. Random side note. Get those Black Lotus hydroponics going. Yeah, the hydroponics, that seems a little more advanced, but I've been, hydroponics seems legit. You can basically grow plants in water inside, so you're like immune to all the frost states and all that. Sounds like you need to play Volterra Death Knight. Oof, yikes. Turning 30 just felt like whatever, but 40 kind of feels bad. I'm full midlife crisis mode, new car, looking for new job. I feel you, bro. I feel like we're gonna blink our eyes and we're gonna be there, boys. Salute to you in the chat, man. Still fighting a good fight. What's up, Maximo? Raisin Pellet, appreciate the sub, man. Need to get that farm done before TBC. That's the plan. I'm getting there, though. I wish I could show you some pictures sometime, guys. It's great. It's 10 acres, and I'm never selling it. I'm never gonna sell that. Like that's enough space where I feel like, man, this is gonna be the family jewel. You know, this is gonna be the homestead. This is it right here. Like I've checked the box. It has all the potential I need for my whole life, and I'm never gonna sell it. That's gonna be the family homestead, like, forever.
What's that?
Everything I want to do, whether build a secondary unit, tertiary unit, whatever, you know, tons of space, nice people, nice folks up there.
Well met.
Great to meet you. What can I do for you?
Gotta delete something. Or tusk liver.
Well met.
Yeah, but back to my point a few minutes ago, I definitely feel like I'm getting more reclusive as I get older. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I know that's probably just a trend, though. Probably all of you are feeling that to some degree. You feel less social. I don't know. Maybe some people are still killing it. But I definitely feel less social, putting in less effort to maintain friendships, all this type of stuff. I don't know, man. But I do also attribute that, because I've lived in pretty much rough areas for the past, say, 10 years. Ever since college and a little bit before, whether it's North Philly or the Bronx or Yonkers or Port Chester or all this. But how's the internet up at the farm? It was dog shit. But I tried all different types of stuff. I tried antennas, satellite dishes. I tried... That was also a reason why I've been kind of like MIA, because I couldn't get the internet to be stable up there. I just tried a hotspot up there, but then I realized they throttle you after like 15 gigs. I got it pretty decent up there. I think, so right here at my main house, it's a gig. It's a gig up and a gig down, and that is so nice. You feel so spoiled with that. So when I was hearing these numbers and doing the speed tests up there, I was like, dude, this is so bad. But I ended up getting it to like 15 down and 5 up or something like that. And I'm using this radio technology. It's kind of a new technology where it bounces off. You know, some equipment somewhere. But anyways, it's not bad. As far as your main house, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. Will you live up on the farm? No, I mean maybe someday. But still, primary residence is here for now in the Bay Area. Maybe someday I will full time. Thing is, I need internet, like pretty fast internet, and maybe if wifey can be fully remote, like even past all this pandemic, possibly. But it's nice to have like a bug out location too. You know, if things get crazy. How do you guys feel about living in the country versus living in the city? Would you like to have cattle? I don't think I'd like to have cattle. Cattle as in bulls and stuff. One thing I would honestly like to have, though, would be a dairy cow. But the thing is, if you have animals, you gotta have two. Now I understand the whole Noah's Ark thing, how they had twos. You kind of have to have two animals. If you just get a solo animal, I feel like they don't have a good life. They need to have like a buddy. You know, and I even feel the same way with dogs. Having two dogs. Anybody here have two dogs? Having two dogs is the way. Never go back. 3 makes a pack. 2 is the sweet spot. They keep each other company. They feed off each other's emotions, and they make better decisions because they're there together, making decisions together. So, but having a dairy cow would be sick because I'm about to die. Holy shit. Because just getting that milk, man, and then with the milk, you're able to make butter. And I am a big milk drinker. I eat tons of cereal, granola, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, having a garden and chickens go hand in hand so well. They complement each other just so amazingly well. Chickens are amazing. if you think about it. We've been using chickens, domesticated chickens, for like 8,000 years. Isn't that insane? What's up, Ant-Man? Yeah, this is live, brother. Do you not plan on Skyrim anymore? No, it's not really that. I just haven't been playing really at all. This is the first time I played in weeks. But... waiting for that farm min-maxing guide? Yeah, I mean... here's the thing. I know I said this months ago, but it's a matter of actually just doing it. This is the direction I want to go in my life, guys. Let me know if you think it's a bad idea. But I really do like making content and streaming and having a community. I think it's an absolute privilege that we are able to do this and, you know, monetize content, make content, sort of do all that. It is an absolute privilege. I really like it. But I think I want to go two directions with it. Like, one, I'm going to have Kargoz gaming, which will always going to be the gaming side of me, because I already know there's no way to extinguish that fire. I'm always going to be gaming until I'm an old-ass man. But I also want to make content that's a little more air quote substantial in that sense too, that, like, you know, that you know, relating to homesteading, gardening, just tracking my story with the farm, doing all that. So I really want to create like that type of channel as well, like a variety channel, but dealing with raising chickens, survival, trapping, fishing, just maybe home improvement, because home improvement's really fun. I definitely I know some of you are in the same boat. Like, you pretty much just spend all your free time going to Lowe's when you get older. I used to see my parents do it, and it kind of all makes sense now. I swear, I'm just at Lowe's all the time. Lowe's, or not even Home Depot, mainly Lowe's. You just spend all your time like hauling in mulch and sand and cement, and it's just that's what you just do with your life. You're just constantly doing home improvement. But it is fun though. It is really extremely satisfying. Just doing improvements to your house. Bought a house, that's my spot now, right? It is fun, dude. You're going in there, you know. I'm learning some mason, like just some really basic masonry and carpentry now. Dude, I know some of you are probably handy and this is like insane, but I never really had the experience of just building shit with 2x4s. That was never a thing that I really did growing up. And now I'm having that experience, you know, actually thinking for yourself and not feeling like you need like an instruction book to make something, and just salvaging some screws and some nails or whatever, and just slapping something together, some 2x4s and some plywood and stuff, and it is cool. It is. You get excited going to the home improvement store? That's the true sign of an adult. Facts. Big facts. Big facts. Are you gonna make a hunter pet guide? I think I already have one, my man, on my channel. Like a hunter field manual is what I call it. It just talks about all the hunter shit. These things are slapping. Will it be a YouTube channel? Yeah, it'll definitely be a YouTube channel. Don't know exactly what it's called or whatever. I mean, we want to have our own label for the farm, because, you know, we could just sell the raw lavender, but it would be cool to turn it into products, because they use lavender in a lot of stuff, in cooking even. But they, you know, they use it for like potpourri. This one dude who's up there, he was saying, oh man, lavender is amazing to sell. Like if you grow a bunch, like let me buy it from you. I'll buy a bunch of you. I was like, why? And he was saying there's a veteran cemetery right down the road, and people are always coming in here looking for flowers or a little something they can put on, you know, to pay their respects. And he was like, if you can bundle up the lavender with some nice little, you know, red, white, and blue ribbon or something, and lavender smells really good, so people are looking for it. But creating our own little label is just really. Real Kyle, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? How are you doing? Appreciate you being here. I'll totally tune in for both, dude. It sounds super cool. It's more like we enjoy watching you in the actual content. It's just a fun bonus. Thanks, man. I know we got some of the people here right now watching, you know, after not streaming for like months and weeks and being super inconsistent. This is the true fam right here. The people that stay subscribed, that stayed, you know, followed, all that stuff. I appreciate you guys. Essential oils? Oh yeah, yeah. The only thing is, I think it takes it might take a bazillion lavender to make one little vial. I'll have to see. I'm new to all this stuff. But have you guys sensed? Is that just me? Are you guys sensing that at all with all of the Corona shit going on? That people are taking steps back towards that more kind of, what do you want to call it, holistic direction or something, where they're growing their own food and just being more self-reliant, more sustainable. How close have you gotten to 60? With the hardcore stuff, it was 30 something, I think 34, 36 on a hunt there one time. Monodomo, I haven't been too successful. My girlfriend just started growing tomatoes. Oh yeah, so fun. Dude, I love going out to the garden with some coffee and like pruning and stuff. I started composting too. I'm going through that experience right now. Bought one of those nice compost tumblers. You spin it around and going through that motion. Yeah, gardening is super fun. It really is. I can't believe I haven't really participated in it like my whole life up until now. Because it's not even that much work. Once you get the sprinkler all set up, or whatever you're using to irrigate, you should definitely do some sort of automated way though. Then you kind of just chill, watch it grow. Go out there and prune it every once in a while. Why were you gone so long? There's multiple reasons on it, man. But you know, just it happens, man. Some burnout. Bought this farm. Do you even play retail anymore, or classic besides doing hardcore? No, not really. The only game I have been playing, guys, that I have had kind of a rekindled interest in, is Hearthstone. And the reason why I like Hearthstone is I like turn-based games a lot. Like, I played a lot of chess when I was a kid, so that's really cool to me. And the good thing about a turn-based game like Hearthstone is that even if you don't have the best internet, or if you're in a car, or you can literally be doing other stuff. Like, you can be tending to the garden or working on something, and you can still play those games. Like, the skill is in your head, you know. It's the prophylaxis you're playing around your enemies or your opponent's cards and stuff. I really like card games in general, Magic Arena, but I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone, and I've been getting Legend every month. I got Legend this month, and then Highlander Hunter totally fell off for me. But so I've been playing that. That's something I've been able to play up when I'm up at the farm. But do you still raid? Haven't raided in a few weeks, Andre. Donut TV, subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, my man. Welcome to the channel, dude. People still subbing. Appreciate you. Thunder Bro as well. Thank you, bro, for the Twitch Prime. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, alright? Hell yeah, man. Good to see you guys are alright. Kind of crazy that BlizzCon is basically effectively canceled this year, right? They might do something virtual, but it's weird to think that the pandemic would push back the timelines with WoW, too. You know, I was thinking that TBC might come out next summer. Probably is not the case anymore, right? I don't know if you guys have any guesses on it, but maybe next fall or something? I need to... this is actually really... oh, shit, dude, this is a really dangerous area. I'm gonna try to get out of here. Potions. Stop autoing them. Let's just get out of here. Could definitely die here. What am I looking for? Tablets? Not two of them. There's one pot over by this tree, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I got it, too. There's a pot over by this tree that I didn't get, and there's one more that is... let me focus for 1 second. I think I got the ones here. This pot. It's not that. It's definitely one over by that tree. Help me out, guys, if you remember where this other one is at. Yo, Kargoz, watched a lot of your YouTube videos and got addicted to your hardcore mode. Look forward to seeing another community event in the future, bro. That's so nice of you to say, man. Yeah. The hardcore scene, man. I feel bad for kind of going AWOL on him, but dude, that's life, man. It just comes and goes. I was hoping they would just keep it going. They might have a little bit. Shadowlands released end November. Do you think BS after Shadowlands BC? Probably, right? Did you get the one under the bridge? Let me see. So glad you started streaming in Kargoz. You inspired me, not just in game, but outside with health and fitness. Not to mention overall good attitude. Dude, that's so nice of you to say, Jason. Thanks, man. Alright, so... let's see. One there. I think there's one over here. Somebody just subscribed. Holy moly, Fict1, I remember you, bro. Thank you very much. 5 tier 1 subs. That's huge right there. Thank you very much, my man. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you back at, bitch. Welcome, guys. Nihilix, Kid X. Obsession got one? Hell yeah. 50k cows? I love that, dude. 50k cows. Thanks again, man. You plan on Scarum? No, this is Bloodsail Buccaneers. I do eventually want to make a new hunter on Scarum, right? I was saying that I'm still pretty torn on whether I want to go hunter or warlock for, or even druid for TBC. Probably not druid though, even though druids are just so insane in TBC. So I may level one more character, you know, the old-fashioned way before, you know, in Classic. I may level that hunter from 1. But again, hunter's not the most fun thing to watch. It'll be an orc hunter. You know, you guys have seen me go through Durotar and the Barrens 5 bazillion times. So it's not actually going to exactly be fresh content, but, wait, isn't it supposed to be here? Hold up. Maybe it's gone? Pretty sure it's supposed to be right here. Someone might have took it. Let me just chill for a second. Yeah, what's up, Stick? Did you get the one on the ledge? Which ledge? Which ledge? Maybe not. Palindrome 1 subscribed as well. 5-month streak, even though I've been kind of AFK. Yo, Palindrome. Thank you very much, man. Good to see you back in here, bro. Appreciate the continued support. Even if it's short-lived or not, we enjoy your content. If you do some gardening, homestead, survival streams, we'll be hyped. I just gotta fucking do it, man. I just gotta stop being a pussy and just do it. The gardening, I want to do it. Yeah, it's the eternal struggle. I know every single one of you human beings in the chat can relate. You want to do something, but you just have to actually execute and do it. That is where I want my life to go. I want to build that channel and do that type of content. I just gotta do it. Life's too short, man. 100 bits from my boy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Flamingo. It's on the ledge at the far end. Go up. Oh, one of these is up top? Huh. I don't remember that. Like you're saying up here, right? By the green raptor, the big green raptor? Dude, I am pretty sure there's one right here. It just needs to spawn. I'm not tripping, right, chat? There's one supposed to be like right here, or maybe it's more up on the hill. On the hill, people are saying. On the hill. On here. Gardening, I'm down to learn. Hell yeah, I want to start doing my own food. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to be making the content from the perspective of the most experienced green thumb gardener. It's going to be just real down to earth, straightforward tips coming from one clueless millennial to another. Because all the times, people in the WoW community, they make really good guides. People are pretty talented when it comes to making guides and stuff. Like the content, the table stakes are really high when it comes to, you know, gaming guides. And I do think that you can take some of that and bring it to other stuff, like other topics, the same guide making understanding, and make some pretty effective guides. Because I see a lot of these channels that I follow, they have hundreds of thousands of people following, but
Welcome back, Kargoz.
They never get to the point, man. They just stay rambling, and then it takes, you know, I usually have to just skip halfway through the video in order to get to the, you know, the subject. And a lot of these vlogs
Kargoz,
do
thanks
that.
for your content.
Holy moly, we get some huge donos, I think. Ride Out, 279. Thank you very much, Ride Out. And my man Warriston, yo, so good to see you back in the house, Warriston. How you been, man? How's your son? Yeah, dude, it's awesome to see you. Warriston, big sponsor of the one of the Hardcore Community Cups, longtime supporter of the channel, man. Really good to see you, man. Holy shit, we got the whole gang. Voivid in the house, dude. Voivid. I watched a couple of your videos recently. Yeah, you've been killing it, man. You have a good you have kind of a, you know, no homo, but you have a good, you know, face and voice for like getting in front of camera and stuff. And I can see you making a lot of content, like even just like reaction content and talking about stuff, man. Like the direction your channel's going, Void, bro. Good to see you in here, man. Salty Reefer with the Twitch Prime. Holy moly. Lots of love in the chat today. Appreciate it, guys. And a host from Leon Lion 1979. Yo, thank you very much, man, for the raid. I'll get you back, Leon Lion. Let me make a note of that. Welcome everybody from Mr. Lion's channel. We're out of here doing some hardcore leveling. If I die, I gotta delete this guy. So the stakes are as high as they can be. Welcome, guys. Big welcome. The return to the man, the myth, the legend, Kargoz. I appreciate it, Salami. For now, we'll see how long this lasts. Right now, it's feeling pretty good, though. You live in Cali, unfair advantage in gardening. Big true, though. Big true. That was one thing, you know, for the first year or two living out here, I didn't take advantage of. California, you can pretty much grow anything. You can grow, pretty much just grow anything. Because there's not really a frost date where I live. And, okay, I must be tripping if there's nothing that's spawned by now. There's definitely supposed to be a little tomb or something you click here. Unless I am actually tripping. I've done this quest enough times, man. I remember coming over here each time. Alright. Let us stop and take a second, chat. There is supposed to be something over here, right? Speedballing. Subcargos. Happy to see you streaming again, man. Thank you, man. Hey, do you play Retail WoW? I haven't played Retail WoW in quite a bit of time. It was a patch of dirt here. Is there, maybe it's a rotating spawn? Okay, you know what it probably is? There's probably like 10 possible spawn locations. And this is one of them, but it's not an absolute guarantee that it's over here. It's probably something like that. And I've just been wasting time. Uh-oh, tempoing sprint. That's a bad idea. That's how I got killed on one of my other hardcore characters, but fuck it. Alright, so we got the one over here. Let's go get the one up top. By the big dude. I think the item can be... Yeah, it's 4 items. This quest is usually pretty spooky. I think we got all the ones over here. Oh, there's a dirt mound. Oh, we got that one. Okay, we got that one. This urn right here, this is one of them. Hell yeah. Hey, what's up, Eric? Go to the back of the raptor here. There's a way to get up on the hill on the right. Oh, yeah. It's up here, right? I'm gonna go up there now. So I think we just need one more. Delete some shit. After this, we need one more. Spawn locations are random, but I've always found the one on top. How many you got? I think I got, after this one, I'll have 3 out of 4. So I just need the golem one. You know, one thing I was thinking about the other day, guys, it's kind of strange, is with all the pandemic, are we about to go through a content drought with no shows or TV or anything like that? Probably, right? Voided with the host. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, Voided. Why did you choose an RP server for hardcore and not just normal? Well, I think there's kind of an RP element to it. Also, I haven't ever regretted rolling on RP on any of the characters I've made. I find the people here pretty nice to be around. There's not that many dickheads. People are pretty nice. Definitely a less hardcore crowd, but I'm not really hardcore anyway, so. Hey man, glad to catch you streaming. Been watching your podcast. Great job. Thank you, man. Been watching the Good Morning Azeroth. So yeah, you gotta do one of those. Hey, has anybody know? Has Death Camp been streaming a lot? This could be bad. Oh shit, we aggroed the elite. Let's evasion. We also have Vissalty if needed. I'm gonna preemptively potion here to see how much health I'm working with. Bandage for a second. I have a poison on me. Let me, he's at 29. Get a big slice and dice off. We have Vanish as well. It's not looking good, man. I'm actually gonna run. Alright, we got rid of him. Yikes. So now we have no coolies. This is the spot you don't want to be in as a rogue. You have no coolies, and then you're faced with the decision of, do you continue the mission, or do you wait for all your coolies to come back? What does this do? Physical damage increased by 6. It's not too bad. Do we have any coolies left? Let me see. We have a Thistle Tea. That's about it. Sprint in a minute 20, which is kind of a cooldown. What do you guys think? Kargoz, mate, how are you? Cool you back for stream. GMA soon with the boys? Yeah, maybe tomorrow, dude. We usually do it on Thursday. Alright, we'll do it for the stream. We'll try and sneak up there. We're in stealth, right? What could go wrong? Melderon has been putting out some videos, but not Def Camp. I was thinking of doing, oh, you know Grace for Days got married, guys? He was telling me he was going to live stream it. I was thinking about doing maybe a duo leveling with one of them, maybe Def Camp or Grace. Because when you duo level, the time just totally flies by. I don't know if you remember, I used to duo level with Navik a lot. But when you have another person there on the line with you and you're just talking and you're shooting the shit, it really does not feel like work whatsoever. Like you're just going back and forth, and you can stream for like 12 hours, and maybe not 12 hours, but you can stream for 8 hours, and it goes by in the blink of an eye, and it's usually pretty natural fun. So that's what I was thinking of doing. Voidvid gifting 2 tier 1 subs, brother. Thank you so much. Maximo the Great and Longo Arcade, welcome. Oh, Longo's in the house. What up, man? You and Navik still boys? We're still boys. Yeah, we're still boys. Navik is, I'm so glad. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold up. I got this one already? Uh-oh. So we're missing, we're still missing one. The Golem one. Alright, back down the hill we go. I gotta find it. Yeah, Navik and I are still boys. I'm so glad I met that dude. Like I still maintain to this day, not to overhype him, but he is the physical manifestation of classic WoW. That dude is classic WoW. He's so knowledgeable about the game, has so much passion for the game. He's like the least douchey person I've ever met, too. Just the way he dresses and carries himself. When I met him at BlizzCon, he is the least douchey. Like, he is just very little physical ego or anything like that. I love that dude. Just watching Paladin V3 Guide on YouTube. Hell yeah, brother. Richie Callie, subscribe to Twitch Prime. 3 months in a row. Thank you very much, Mr. Callies. He did live stream the ceremony? No way. Was he saying I do and all that? That is hilarious. I gotta watch the replay, man. He actually did it. Yo, what a cool wife he has, though. His wife was unless he snuck it. He snuck it on. You know, he just told one of his groomsmen, one of his boys, to just hold it there. But he probably got permission from the wifey. That's hilarious. Ursasu Blight with the 5 months, brother. Thank you so much, man. Good to see you. Where the hell is this damn fragment? It's not this either. Ah, dude, I'm telling you, it's probably that dirt pile over there. Let's go back and check. It's gotta be that dirt pile. It's not this. I'm live streaming mine also when I get married. You getting married soon, Boyman? I don't even know, bro. That's insane. Maybe I should have. I was thinking about it, but I don't think wifey would have been cool with it. Right next to the elite. I think we checked that one though already, right? Let me go check the one over here real quick. It's gotta be over here. Nope. Okay, maybe you guys are right. Hey Khan, how's it going, dude? I got engaged, dude. Big congrats to Voivod getting engaged. It's awesome, dude. It's great, but at the same time, who here is married, guys? The wedding, the wedding is extremely stressful. I had to go to those classes and everything. Oh man. Oh, dude. The wedding, though, the cost, the stress, and it goes by in about 2 milliseconds. But gotta do it. Single and loving it? That's what's up, man. Right on the hill. Right on the hill, you're saying. Alright, let me just stand still. Right here. Just long enough for the chat to catch up with the positioning of this character. Let me know where you guys think it is. So I'm getting some feedback that it's possibly up here, but we just went up there and checked right next to the elite. There was a jug, but it wasn't the jug that we needed. Wedding planning is rough, but damn, I love being married and having kids. Dude, real talk. I love it, man. Being married is sweet. I'm so, like, dysfunctional with it's very valuable to me to have a partner. Oh shit. I think it's up the hill and keep going past that to the left. I did the courthouse thing. Oh man. You're lucky if you got to get away with that. I mean, it is cool having all your friends and family there. It's a compelling enough reason for them to actually just, you know, people have shit to do, right? Like, you need to have a compelling reason to get your actual friends who live all across the planet together. So in that sense, it's awesome. But the thing that bothers me about weddings, it's not necessarily the act of getting everyone together, but the wedding industry. Oh my god, $1 billion. They're getting shreked right now, I bet, with the whole COVID. But just because you could go cater an event and say, hey, I just want to cater, you know, a corporate event. Let me get some spring rolls and some noodles and all this, and I'll give you one price. The second you say the W word and you say wedding, it's over. They're gonna charge you like triple. We did our wedding in 3 days. All of our friends chilling, hanging with the best ones for 50 hours. That's what's up. Wedding industry is slimy crap. I feel you too. Wedding coordinators, maybe there's some good ones out there. But that might be top 5 most cringe encounters I've had with wedding coordinators, when they just have these manufactured responses, like they're really into your relationship. Oh, tell me about your story. You know, how'd you guys meet? Oh man. Oh, it is this. Oh no, it's not. I have this one, the motor fragment. So you're saying keep going past this? Going past this, you say. Yo, Doc, what's up, man? Wifey just came over and poked me. Got busted. Okay, we just pulled the... Can we take him? What do you guys think? Think we can take this dude? Let's use the Abyssal Tea. Let's go. I'm feeling it. I think we can take him, dude. I think we got him. Level 29. We still have evasion. There it is. Sorrel Tooth down. So when we get to that quest, we know we can't take him. We just need coolies. Still have evasion. Still have, So you're saying it's down here? It's not this one, because we have that one. I'm gonna complete this quest if it's the last thing I do. Down here, maybe? What do you think, chat? It's the jug? No, that jug, we had that jug. That's the motor fragment, that one right there. We had that one. When I highlighted over, it said motor. Let me see. I can check my bag, but I'm pretty sure I have the motor fragment. Yeah, I have it right there. If you did have it, it's still showing up for me though. I mean, I'll click it though. I'll go back up there and click it. I'm gonna have to walk through the valley of death, but. Hey Kargoz, haven't seen you in a while, just stopping to say hi. You still mostly doing the hardcore thing? I haven't been doing much of anything WoW related recently, man. But yeah, it's good to be here with you guys, chilling. I really appreciate the kind words, man. You guys are being gentle to a washed up streamer. Alright. I'll click it. I'll click that thing up there. I'm going up there. Dude, how's the farm? Yo, Doc, and I'm following in your footsteps, man. I'm learning all these handy skills. I'm working with wood, working with concrete, sand, been planting stuff. Got chickens, I got chickens right now growing. Dude, these chickens are so cute, guys. Has anybody in the chat ever had chickens, like a baby chick? Or I got 10 of these Rhode Island Reds. They're beautiful. They have this kind of like mahogany red color feathers. They don't have their full coat in yet, but they're getting there. Probably another couple weeks and they'll be out in the real coop. And I am just so hyped for these chickens. They're so cute. Wasn't it that blue jar by the jug up by the 29? Let me go check again right now. Everyone really believes it's okay, so. I've had 4 chickens before. They're great pets. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. For those of you thinking that we're absolute weirdos, these chickens, once that they're of age, it usually takes about five months or so, or maybe 6 months, depending on the breed, for them to start laying. But if you get a good laying breed, you will get an egg from each chicken most days, like 5-6 days out of a week. And everybody loves eggs, right? Eggs are like a superfood. Like even if you're trying to get jacked or you have lots of fitness goals, you're eating lots of eggs. Eggs are insane. And the whole thing about eating lots of eggs, increasing your cholesterol, that's kind of a myth, right? It's kind of a myth. It'll like improve. It'll actually, if you eat a lot of eggs, will lower your cholesterol. I mean, it has a lot of cholesterol in it, but all right, I will click this for you guys. So eggs are super healthy, and you get an egg almost every day. And then the eggshells are amazing for the garden because calcium is super sleeper cell when it comes to gardening. You guys were fucking right. I can't believe it. Thank you, chat. Okay, so I swear, when I highlighted over it in the bottom right, I don't think you can see it because this is it shows up in the bottom right. It said motor fragment when I hovered over it. Good job, chat. Yeah, the good kind. And the thing is, if you're eating eggs, you're probably not going to be eating Doritos, so. And eggs will keep you full. They're delicious. And I've also, one thing I've been doing, guys, in my free time, I've been watching this show. I'm super late to the ballgame with this show, but I really encourage you guys to check this show out. This is not a shallow recommendation. I don't watch a lot of TV in general. It's hard for me to suspend reality a lot, like as I'm getting older. Like it's pretty rare for me to watch a show. It's really, really tough for me. I watch a show for like 10 minutes and I just kind of walk away or whatever. But there's this show. It's a Canadian show and it's called Alone. And I really like survival shows. I watched all of like Les Stroud survival stuff, you know, all the Bear Grylls stuff growing up. There's this show called Alone. It's been going on for a bunch of years, but they take survival, like bushcraft experts, survival experts, everybody who thinks like they're the biggest Chad, and they drop them off in the Canadian wilderness. And there's no camera crew. So unlike Les Stroud and Bear Grylls, you know, they have a camera crew. So probably the second they get in a bad spot, they're like, "Can I get some Poland Spring? And you know, let me get a Perrier, please. Let me get a little LaCroix water." You know, and they probably rub some dirt on their face to make it look like he's humping it or he's roughing it. But in this show, they're actually alone, and they just have to survive out as long as possible. And they make it for like 70 days and stuff. And they're out there hunting moose and. The show is amazing, especially in these times of pandemic. It just feels so right watching them. Yeah, dude, Alone is amazing. Like, no joke. You guys should really check that out. They have tons of seasons of it, too. And it is... Les was alone? Was he? I thought he had a camera crew with him, too. At least for a while. This season is in the Arctic for 1 mil. I'm so glad some of you know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who think we're tripping, This is not a shallow recommendation. It is. You will learn so much from the show. You should apply for it, bro. The military guys who join the show, what happens to them? For those of you who watch, you hate to see it, but they all kind of fall on their face. The military doesn't really. There's even people who went to SEER school, which is like the survival school kind of for military, who go out there, and they think they're some high-speed operator, and you know they're badass, and they know they had to get into a gunfight or whatever. But when they're out in the wilderness by themselves, like the military doesn't teach you that many. It doesn't set you up that much for success. You see like Marine Corps snipers, SEER school instructor. I haven't seen one go the distance. It is the people who make it are the people who are like, really in touch with the Aboriginal tribes and are kind of hippies. The hippies really make it, and some of So one thing too that's interesting about survival is that you would think that if you're a woman, you would be in a harder spot, right? But you see some of these women, like little old ladies, doing super well. And there's some advantages in surviving as a woman because they can retain body fat better. Also, they don't use as much calories as men do, right? So those two things right there are awesome. It's just a smaller, you're just smaller. And the other thing is you need a lot of fat to survive, right? So there's this one guy on one of the seasons. He killed a moose. Okay? He killed a moose. Moose are how many pounds? Somebody knows, like 500 pounds, 1,000 pounds, some insane amount of meat. He killed a moose. You would think he would win the whole season. He killed a moose. He's gonna have meat forever. He was starving to death eating moose. I shit you not. He was eating as much moose meat as he wanted, and he was still starving to death, losing. Because if you lose enough weight where it's starting to eat your heart and stuff, they're gonna yoink you from the show. Because the moose meat is too lean. You need fat. So, you just learn interesting stuff like that. How are you and the wife now during COVID? Oh, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. Yeah, we're doing good. She's working from home, and again, like we're working on this. We're bone tired every day out working on this farm that we got. We go up there as much as possible, but it's that good kind of tired, man. That's another real revelation that I made recently. I want to tell you guys about. You know what the best kind of workout is? I now know this. The best, most satisfying workout is not, in my opinion, going to the CrossFit gym or going and doing a bunch of, heavy compound lifts and going to the gym and doing all that. The most satisfying workout, and you just feel like an absolute beast afterwards, is when you are bone tired doing something productive around the house. Like you got that dad workout. You're out there just lifting like cinder blocks and mulch and cement, and you are sore beyond belief. You were just ate up, spent, but you spent that time doing something that's actually improving your house or improving your, improving your yard or improving your patio or whatever it might be. That to me, it's the best workout. It's so satisfying. Oh God, the Moose guy was a baller. I love that guy, dude. Yeah, season 1 was great. You guys gotta watch it. Is it on Netflix? I forgot where I started watching it, but you gotta check it out. Promise me, some of you will check it out alone. If you're into the survival stuff at all, it's real TV. There's no reality to suspend. That is reality. And so, for some reason, the contestants that get on there are actually pretty deep. Like they have these big monologues and stuff talking about life and stuff. All right, what am I doing now? Isn't there a follow up to this? Oh, we just gotta kill these things. Oh, I think we killed the ones outside of here, though. Yeah. I did this in kind of a bad order. I was really not paying that much attention. So we have to actually leave this little compound and go kill the weak raptors off to the left. Yeah. Netflix? Yeah, check it out, guys. You're gonna love it. I'm telling you. Show is called Alone. They have all these types of seasons. It's not like you're just walking into one season. You're walking into like 11 seasons or something of amazing content. Amazing content. Military is more evade, escape, not long-term survival. It's true. And you see them getting so frustrated out there, like these high-speed, operator types, and they're out there, in their OCPs and stuff, looking like they're the most badass contestants on the show, and you're always rooting for them. I'm always like, oh, this guy's scout sniper. Oh, this guy's gonna make it. They never go the distance, man. It's the people that grow up in the cold areas, hunting, fishing, and just live in that outdoor lifestyle every day. All seasons on Hulu. There it is. All right, we gotta kill these guys. Oh, let's put some poisons back on. Yeah, it's times like this I like streaming, talking about this type of stuff to you guys. The woman that got bit by the squirrel? I don't remember that. I only watched a couple seasons. I think I only watched 3 seasons. But yeah, they win $1 million. It was originally 500K, but if you survive longer than anybody else, you win $1 million. PJs? Oh, 100%. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is bad. I think we run. Please don't resist. They come as a pack. Alright, we gotta keep that in mind. Okay, yes, in my opinion, the highest speed operators that everybody in the armed services like respect the most and hold them the highest esteem and revere them the most are, yes, people that are like PJs, the pararescue, basically the people who are on QRF, the quick reaction force, that go save you when you're a combat zone. Like, they just stand by all day and all night, ready to go into the most dangerous places to go save you. Yes, those are the most badass people. PJs do that. That Jordan dude was on JRE. He talks about dressing the moose with only a Leatherman multi-tool. Oh yeah, I saw that. He was big brain too, man. He put the moose up on that big platform. He built that little platform. Anybody here know what bushcraft is? Dude, bushcraft. I want to learn about bushcraft. Oh, that was one thing I do. I'm becoming a true country bumpkin. I bought a whittling set where it has that special kind of knife where you can do like a curve in it. It looks like an ice cream scoop. And put a piece of straw in my mouth. I've been whittling. I made a spoon and a little spatula, just the basics with it. But it's fun. And bushcraft is pretty much. How do you explain bushcraft? Bushcraft is it a school? Is it a discipline? Is it a technique? I don't know exactly what to say, but it's making your own shit in the wild. Like, you have a bushcraft knife. It's usually like a fixed blade knife. They're not that long or scary looking. They're not like a tactical knife. It's not like all serrated. It doesn't have the little, the hand guard on it. You know, it's not meant for like your self-defense. It's meant for like crafting and batoning and making stuff. And the bushcraft people do really well on the show because they go out there and they say it's not about survival. It's about thrival. It's about thriving out there. So they go out there and they just start constructing a log cabin. They just start making chairs and spoons and little devices. Your streams are so satisfying to watch and listen to. A lot of interesting stuff you talk about. Thank you, man. Bushcraft your lady styles down under. There it is. When you get manscaped. Making tools, weapons out of stone is so tricky. Cracking the edges takes practice. It's so true. So true. This is all the stuff that I didn't get into early enough, but you better believe that I'm going to try to get my kids into this stuff when I have them, eventually. Can you hunt their fish? I've heard the same from my military friends. They don't prep for wilderness as much. Moose are huge, though. Bushcraft is helpful for camping structures. I can do both, but at a very basic level. My dad is an expert fly fisherman. He is amazing. He can make his own little, flies, and he goes to the expos, and he likes to go to places and do crazy fishing adventures. And I regret not spending more time and learning from him from that. It's not too late, right? He still does it, but he's really into fly fishing. And then hunting, kind of basic hunting. Went turkey hunting with crossbows. When I was a little kid, I would go quail shooting. It's not really hunting, but they would like release a bunch of quail up, and you'd have to shoot it. And I remember one time when it was, I think it was the first time I ever shot a gun. I was at my Uncle Chuck's property, and they released a bunch of quail, and they gave me this shotgun, and I was probably 8 or something. And I pull the shotgun up, they shoot it, and I take the buttstock and I place the buttstock right in your eye, like this little bottom part of your eye, like your tear duct, or I don't know, right by your nose. and I fired the shotgun like that. It knocked me off my feet into a ditch, you know, maybe a couple feet back, and I fucked up my face. And then when we were going to the airport to fly back home, and you know, I'm this little kid, everyone was thinking like my dad abuses me or some shit, because I looked a huge black eye. I was kind of bloody. I do still have a face, right? I mean, I was small. Was that a beer? Yeah, it's early, but to be honest, I was a little nervous going into the stream because I haven't streamed in a while, so I figured let's take the edge off. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, as they say. I'll be out there earning the spear in a little bit after the stream. I'll be doing some yard work. So where you been, Kargoz? It's hard to answer that, man. Just been facing down a little bit of burnout with WoW stuff, and been working up on this new property that we bought up near Sacramento. Favorite beer, guys? Go. Actually, that's a tough question, but no, I think you can answer it. Gun to your head. Favorite beer. I would have said Stella, man. You know, Stella was my favorite for many years. Is it sacrilegious to say a light beer? And it's only because if my favorite soda is like a diet soda, I drink a lot of diet soda, you know, so it might actually be like a Coors Light or something like that. I find them really refreshing too. It's kind of like water, and you can just drink a bunch of them. I almost feel like I get a headache if I drink too much, you know, like Blue Moon or Stella or something like that. Kargo's back at it. Love to see it. DGR War, brother. Good to see you, man. It's really good to see you. Bush. Yeah. The silver bullet. I could get a silver bullet. I could go for a silver bullet. I have a fridge full of silver bullets. JT Stroud with the humongous sub gift, man. Dude, thank you very much, man. JT Stroud with the 5 tier 1s, brother. Much appreciated. Welcome, everybody. Tony Bison got one. I recognize that name. Recognize that name anywhere. Corona legit not a joke. I mean, talk about bad RNG. For real. Talk about the worst RNG. The Corona name. The Corona name. Like, that is the worst RNG. The people that work at Corona, I don't know if it's like owned by, if it's some subsidiary of a larger beer company. It probably is. But if it's not, they're probably just looking up at the stars every night like, why? Why did it have to be called coronavirus? That is the worst RNG, because they definitely, people were telling me that, you know, I don't know if it was a myth or one of those Facebook fake news things, but they were saying that that their brand took a major hit. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't bought Corona beer. I haven't bought Corona since the pandemic, and I've had the opportunity to buy Corona, and Corona would be a top 3 contender a lot of the time. You know, Corona with lime in the past, and it obviously has nothing to do with the pandemic, but. Is this the OG Iron Darker? It is, yeah. He's just been sitting here rotting, so we're dusting him off. You remember this guy, huh, Darren? Sam Adams Oktoberfest slap stocking. That is a good one, man. I know it's kind of a normie beer, but I do love Oktoberfest because fall is my absolute favorite time of the year. I love fall so much. And I've been learning about fall gardens, too. You can plant a garden in the fall. And people are saying fall is the new spring. In a lot of places, it's a longer growing season than the spring. So I'm excited, man. I was thinking about putting some pumpkins in. They take a long time to harvest, though. I think it's 120 days to grow a pumpkin. But I love fall. It just does something to me. The fall air has a certain just smell to it. It's a smell and feeling. It's just crispy. It's crispy and it's amazing. Fall on the East Coast. Doesn't get better than that. It's pretty good out here. You still get some of the leaves changing, but when I lived right on the Hudson River, when I was living in Yonkers, I lived right on the Hudson, and the whole Hudson would just light up bright orange, yellow. And even the first college I went to, because I ended up transferring to Temple, I first went to a school called Quinnipiac University. It was kind of like a C's get degrees kind of school. I mean, it's a decent school, but you know, they have the Quinnipiac pole. You guys might have heard of that. But you know, it wasn't like the greatest school ever. But it was in Connecticut, and golly, it was just the nicest. The whole mountain was it was so nice in the fall. Then I went to Temple. I still drink my Corona with lime. That's what's up. The brand loyalty. Fallen NYC is best. Quinnipiac is good for lax. All you know about Quinnipiac? The Bobcats. Where'd you guys go to school, man? Lopsided Karma. I almost missed it. Thank you, dude. Tier 1, subscribed for 7 months. One of the longest and most lively supporters of the channel. Thank you very much, my man. Yo, man, sorry, I've been away for a while. My old man's been very sick. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, a lot of us guys, our pops are getting older. You know, mom and dad are getting older. So, you gotta spend as much time as you can with them. Learn as much as you can from them. It goes without saying, but just a quick posture check for everybody, man. This past Father's Day, we made it count. I'm sure it'll be good, man. Thanks very much, Lopsided. Do you live in Northern California? I do, yeah. I live in the Bay Area. I live in East Bay, kind of near Oakland and SF. I grew up in Long Island, still live here? Nice, man. We're in Long Island. Fordham in the Bronx. That's what's up, James. Yeah, my mom went there. Fordham Road, hell of a place. You know what I'm looking forward to post-COVID? The strip club? That's what's up, Dockin. Mrs. Dockin's cool with it. Yeah, my wife does better than me at the strip clubs, man. There's something about if there's another female in the strip clubs, like the girls that they get, they're more warm to them. Dude, I'm down. Go to Gold's Club. Montauk. Watching from Concord. Oh, holy moly, dude, you're close. You're close, my man. When is the next Hardcore Cup? Hopefully soon, brother. Is that Mrs. Kargoz right there? Glad to see you're safe and well, my friend. Oh, Dustbone, what up, dude? How's it going, my man? How's life for you? You in LA still? Yo, good to see you, Dustbone. How you been, man? Opavar, I'll never get the name right, but dude, I appreciate you, man. Been supporter of the channel for it feels like years now at this point. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime, brother. How you been, man? Aplav. I think it's Aplav. Are you coming back for AQ? Thing is, man, I sort of bailed on the raid group with Def Captain Melderon. So, you know how it is, guys. Like, you know, I was raiding with them, and then it's the nature of the beast. People just fall in and out of the pack all the time. But I did kind of bail on them, you know, and I got gear from them and stuff. So coming back with a new content release and saying, hey, I want to raid again, it just feels kind of scummy. So I might have to sit this one out, or I don't know, maybe shop around for another raid or something. Well, we'll see what happens. It would be cool to do AQ. That's about as far as I got back in original vanilla. I don't remember much of it. It's just a big cloudy haze of noobness. But I remember I got the little mount. You know, we were in AQ40 running around and killed some bosses in there. I don't know if we ever even cleared AQ. It'd be cool. It'd be cool. Hey, what's up, Gatsu? Thanks, brother. This is the Iron Man road. Yeah, if he dies, it's over. This is a nice surprise. Glad to see another chill Kargoz leveling stream. Hope all's well. How's the farm? Yo, Baba Ganoush. The farm is good. It's a lot of work, but it's getting there. I haven't been able to plant any lavender yet. I know it seems insane because it's been months, but there's a lot of prep that goes into it. And I was thinking that we would be able to do the irrigation ourselves to set up the rows, and set up all the tubes and everything, but I think it's just a little bit too far out of scope. We're probably gonna have to pay a company to put in the irrigation for it, and then do the rows of lavender. But I've been doing a lot of gardening and planting a lot of vegetables and get these chickens going, putting in a floor. I'd be down to do a casual raid on Alliance if you're down. I have a geared tank. I'm down, man. Kind of homeless right now. See you soon. I've got a TRPG session starting right now. Later. Alright, man. See you later, Darren. Not scummy at all. WoW is seasonal. Depends on what's needed for the new content raid group. True. I mean, there's some truth in that. It is still scummy, though. I mean, but at the same time, that really is the nature of the beast, right, guys? Like, there is a lot of turnover. There is a lot of churn when it comes to WoW raiding. It feels like every week, some people just fall out of the pack, and more people enter. So, maybe I'll throw the feelers out there and say, hey, if by some miracle you need a warlock, which is not the most high demand thing that you need, I'm here. Pay for the install the irrigation, it's worth it, but repair and maintain it yourself on me. Appreciate that. Yo, one thing that I love about this property, though, let me tell you, and I don't know, maybe this is normal for you guys, but it has a well. So I know that sounds like, so what? It has a well, but I don't think I've ever lived in a situation where you have no water bill. There's just no water bill. It's just not a thing, which is sweet. And there's good water pressure. It feels like there's like infinite water. So that is huge that there's a well there. Really, like, amazing water quality too. Like, you can drink it, no problem. Acreage is, it's 10 acres, so it's not the biggest thing, but it's still pretty solid. Just so you know, you've inspired a very good friend of mine, longtime WoW player. He's also doing the hardcore challenge. I'm so glad some people are still doing the hardcore challenge, man. I mean, I wish I was better at it. I find it really hard to talk with the chat and stay alive. When my family sold their property in Humboldt County, we gave it a huge... Oh, Humboldt County. Dude, there's a whole documentary about Humboldt County. They have a lot of like marijuana growing up there. I don't say that in any kind of bad way. I mean, the county looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like some of the most beautiful terrain on the planet in Humboldt. But I think the whole documentary was that there's these people. What do they call them? They're almost transient type people. Like, they're hipster kids that will come up from SF or LA or whatever, and they'll kind of just bum out on the side of the road and get picked up for work, and then they go into these big shops and they have to just sit there separating the buds. I know some of you guys know what I'm talking about. And a lot of them go missing. You know, like, there's a massive missing person issue up there or some shit. Off to conference call. We'll check in after. Have fun with the door. Thanks, Upwar. Thanks, man. Talk to you soon. I heard they don't like outsiders up there, and that's a good thing. It keeps it nice. They have a bit of a brand, too. Okay, one thing I didn't expect with gardening, by the way, man. I didn't realize how expensive soil is. And I'm new to this, right? So I feel a little bit powerless. I don't really know how to amend soil that well. I'm just now learning about the different macronutrients in soil. You need some potassium, some nitrogen, some calcium. And to find a good balance, you need good drainage, you need good aeration. But don't know really how to do that stuff. And I'm just out here buying soil for all the raised beds. And dude, that shit adds up so fast. Where I was going with this is that there's a Humboldt County brand of soil, garden soil, and they call it like gold something, right? It was super expensive. I didn't realize it was so expensive. I bought a bunch of bags, and then when they're ringing me up, I was like, oh my god, it's so expensive. But that is, the plants that are over in that raised bed that have that soil are growing. They're growing like they have rocket fuel. The Humboldt County blend of soil or whatever is just insane. As a guild leader, it's scummy, especially when they pop up for new content, but if someone comes back and we need them, we let them come back. Yeah, see, Dokken keeps it real. I think the best strat, Dokken, is just say, if it ever makes sense, you know, for the raid to need a warlock, you know, I'll put myself on the bench and then see if you guys need it. Hey Kargoz, my man, what's up? How does it feel to play as an ally compared to leveling as a horde player? From your experience, do you prefer playing as horde or ally? I like them both, to be honest. I really do. I love them. I cherish both of the leveling experiences. I think the alliance leveling experience is probably better. But all things considered, I probably gravitate towards more horde. Just in terms of looks, in terms of the way the mounts look, and all that. Hardcore, does that mean if you die you're done? Yeah, I delete the character. Kargoz, off for a beer with the best friend. We'll talk wedding memories. Take care and hope to see you stream as soon again. Take care, Sasa Bite, man. Have a good one, bro. Have you become a farmer? I'm sort of aspiring farmer. Learning about it. But even if you don't want to become a farmer, it's just important to know those skills, right? Especially in this pandemic age we live in. Ooh, I just realized I got some shoulders in that quest. Because I don't know if you guys feel a similar way, but one issue with our generation, because 90% of us are in the same general age bracket, is that we've become kind of soft in the sense that we're really dependent on a lot of different societal functions in order to, you know, survive. Like just our food supply chain, the climate controlled, you know, nature of the rooms we stay in, whether just every aspect of life, right? So I think it's a good look to try to at least chip away at that. Like you don't have to just throw it all away and become a freaking hermit in the forest, but whenever you can, learning a little bit about the skills so you can. And another thing is, I feel like a lot of us, we don't question how things work. We just accept it. Like if there's a device, at least me, if there's a device that you use, say like a coffee grinder or whatever it might be, you just say, all right, this thing works, and then if it doesn't work, you just throw it away. You don't know how to repair it, and you don't even try to repair it. I feel like these are misplays. And just now, you know, a little bit later in life, I'm going through the motions and trying to learn how stuff works, question how stuff works, and it feels really good when you're able to figure stuff out and fix it yourself. Decide on a main for TBC yet? Nope. But it's gonna be Hunter or Warlock. Dude, buying soil by the bag, lol. Go find a farm and ask for a horse or cow manure and get literal tons of it and drop it in the corner of a field. Yeah, Dokken knows what's up, dude. I feel like Dokken grew up in the sticks or something. You know the drill. Buying soil by the bag is like textbook noob stuff, but I'll get there. I'm gonna get there, dude. I'm gonna get there. And at least you can be assured that you have, like, your plants aren't gonna flop if you buy some garden soil or potting soil. Like, they have a bazillion. They have a bunch of nitrogen and all the stuff you need. It's just expensive. Did you lose interest in Endless? I've been really enjoying it. Just got my flyer and I've forgotten how much better life was with the flyer. Dude, Endless was super fun. It's a weird chicken and the egg problem, because I really enjoy it there, right? But it's not a real server, which I guess doesn't bother me that much.
Never stop doing what you do, bro. Best classic content there is alongside Def Camp and Melderon.
Oh, Tommy D, you're too kind, man. Thank you so much for the generous donation, man, for the $10, brother. Those are my boys right there. But not being able to stream it is a big deal, man, because you kind of get this bug after you start making stuff on YouTube or Twitch that whenever you're streaming, whenever you're playing the game, you kind of feel like an itch to stream. You kind of want to stream or do something with it, like turn it into a video or do something. And also, I do feel it's not like before where there was no Classic to play. Back when private servers before Classic launched, that, you know, you kind of had the excuse of, oh, I'm playing on these private servers because Blizzard doesn't offer it, right? But now Blizzard actually has a Classic product, and a part of me feels a little bad playing on Endless I don't know, man. Endless is sweet. I think if I could stream it, I'd be playing it. Be playing it a lot. One thing about Endless, though, I did notice was that the community was pretty savage on Endless. Kind of in a bad way. It was pretty savage. People were pretty mean-spirited. Will people stream Endless? Not huge streamers though, is what I would say. If you had like, you know, even a couple hundred people, like 300-400 or 300 to 500 people watching, it's probably GG. We finished this quest. Get friendly with the local guy, he'll hook you up. Yeah, we'll get there. I mean, for the big rows of lavender, there's no way you could do it by the bag. It would be absolutely GG. I've been buying the soil by the bag just for the raised beds, but for that stuff, we're gonna have to get, you know, multiple tons of compost, and it's unfortunately the soil is kind of clayey. It's kind of clayey up. If that's it's not really a word, but up at the farm, there's a lot of clay in the soil, which is good in the sense that if you want to build a pond, that's a very trendy thing to do if you have some acreage, is to make a pond on your property, and people do it all the time. And the water just kind of sits there, and you'll get bass in your pond, and it looks really nice. But clay, if you have too much clay, it sucks for growing stuff, because you're gonna get root rot and the stuff won't drain out. So we probably have to amend it with some sand or something too. Yo, what up, chicken? Yeah, we bought a 10-acre farm, man. I know it sounds really strange, but it is a secondary property that we're hoping to flesh out and turn into a business and stuff. Lavender farm, chicken. Good to see you, bro. A lot of people that play on P servers are gypsies. They want to pay for some. For some reason, those people that have the savage mentality aforementioned. Yeah, I mean, if you played on Endless, you probably know what I'm talking about. People are pretty savage. Like, you make one mistake and you're just removed from the group, and people are going crazy at you. I remember I was on there and I was doing heroic Alcatraz. What is it? Not Alcatraz. It's an island. What I said. What is the Alcatraz? Alcatraz. I was doing heroic Alcatraz, and I forgot some of the mechanics, and I wiped the group, and I was tanking, right? And you know, it was clear that I didn't know what I was doing, and I haven't done it in a long while. And dude, oh man, just some savages there. Why'd you decide to grow lavender? It looks really pretty. It looks amazing, and we're growing it on the parcel of land like leading up to the house. So as you drive up to the house down this road, you see like these beautiful rows of lavender. It looks amazing. Two, it's pretty hardy and like noob friendly, somewhat comparatively to other stuff. It's a hardy crop, and it does well with some neglect. It'll do well up in the actual region, and then it's also, you know, it sells for like 70 grand an acre or something, so it's actually pretty lucrative. Have you contacted NRCS, Natural Research? That's so funny that you mentioned that. Pink Flamingo, Big Brain. My dad linked me to their site yesterday because they have tons of tips, and they have like free services for you and stuff that you can implement. So I just heard about that for the first time last night, and now you're telling me about it. Endless is a TBC server. Can you Airbnb? I wouldn't want to, man. I would Airbnb this house, if anything. This house is in the bay, it's commutable, but the farm is gonna be the crown jewel of the family. You know, it's gonna be the sacred ground. Like I know it sounds weird, but I'll bury my dog there and stuff. I know that might sound super weird, but you know, I want to keep that place for the long run. And like we have like some family furniture and stuff that's been around in the family for a long time. I want to keep that stuff up there. You can do a lot with lavender, honestly. Yeah, it smells really nice too. And it was kind of a dream for my wife as well. She really wanted to grow it as well. I'll have to catch up with you on the farm. Just finished the third house on our property. Still have 10 acres open. Holy shit, dude. That's insane, dude. In the NOLA area, right? You got 10 acres left after the third house? That's insane. The word you may be looking for is homestead. Exactly. Homestead. 100%. I love the idea of homesteading. I find it absolutely like so wholesome and peaceful to build a homestead. NRCS is a great resource. Oh, that's what's up. Your mom works for them? What is a homestead? What a question. How would you define a homestead? To me, what a homestead would be, and it's like what every family would deserve, and is some place where you have distance, like a little bit of distance. It's not like you're in a subdivision. Right now, I basically live in a subdivision in this house right now. It's a subdivision. I walk outside, there's neighbors all around me. I look left, there's a neighbor a few feet. I look right, there's a neighbor a few feet. I look across the street, houses all over. To me, like a homestead is more of a kind of an estate setup. You have a little bit of space, a little bit of privacy. You have the ability to grow your own food, to raise your own food on the property. There's no HOA. There's no. I don't have an HOA here, but there's no. Like you have as much freedom as you can. Like it feels like you actually have a slice of America. Don't forget front stabbing, bro, for top DPS. Yeah, I look back at some of those guides and I cringe, man. But they came out before Classic came out, you know. I was just doing the best I could with private server data. Are you playing on normal WoW or on a private server? This is normal WoW. This is Bloodsail Buccaneers right now. Hey, what's up, Hornet? How you doing, man? Let's see how long we've been streaming for, actually. Time's been flying. Hour 42, it's not long. Do you do a lot of arenas on Endless? I did some. When I was doing it with Navic, though, we didn't have great gear. We had some of just the starter blues from, you know, Cenarian Rep and some of those, you know, those initial factions. And we kept going up against the same handful of people. There was something like 3 teams we kept going up against over and over again, and they were way better than us and had way better gear, and they've been playing, you know, TBC Arena pretty much exclusively for years and years. And because there wasn't much diversity that people were queuing into, it kind of got old, you know. We kept going against Disc Priest Rogue. Basically Priest Rogue and Priest Hunter. We just kept going up against them. And I was a Feral Druid and Navik was a Rogue, and we were both kind of under-geared. But I heard it's gotten better on Endless. I heard there's a lot more people queuing arenas now. Is Navik still playing Classic? Yo, what up, Zonix? Well, are you still playing Classic, dude? Crazy that you play Dota. We still gotta kick it and play Dota sometime. I got into playing Dota a good amount with Swifty recently. Yeah, Navik is. I think he's main tank for Def Camp Melderon's raid, the raid that I was with. I was with before. You're banned? Oh damn. Question: I have a 60 ally lock geared to the teeth. I want to level on alt. What's a good class to accompany a lock? What's going to be on a second account? What do you mean by accompany? Or just to have to? I mean, you can't go wrong with a mage, brother. I always just recommend mage, because if you don't have a mage already, mage accompanies every class, especially if it's on another account. Portals, food, everything you want. You get the keys to the castle if you have a mage, if you have an alt mage. But if you're gonna play the character seriously and you want to really enjoy the playstyle, then that's on you, man. All the classes are good. One account. For open world hunter, 100%. For anything else, mage. Still been on Grinder, God. Chicken Basket and Zonix. Good times. Yo, who here watching right now has been playing since launch, or was there during actual launch day? I'm curious. Who's there when the gates opened? Second one, man. I guess that data is not that valuable unless we get type of one. Type of one if you were here from the very start, and type of 2 if you joined a little bit later. Don't feel bad if you joined a little bit later. It literally means nothing. I'm purely curious. How many people are still playing from the very start of the very start? Good amount of 2s. Looks like still majority 1s. Cool. Thanks for chiming in with the 2s if you didn't, because it just makes the data a little more meaningful. Interesting. I mean, most of you that have played since the beginning, you've probably taken a break here or there, right? Like for a week or 2 or even a month or something. I'm gonna put myself in that camp right now. Getting a little low here. Haven't missed a day since launch. Wow. That's insane. You still play your lock still? I do. You want to see the lock, guys? Yo, I haven't been on my lock in forever, dude. Let's just go to the lock. Actually, come log on the lock for a second. Since we're on stream. I took a break from Christmas through when the pandemic started. No way, Thunderbird. You got server first Sarkoth on your server? That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. I have played every single day since launch. Damn. Alright, let's check out the Warlock. It's been a hot minute. Scarum. Scarum's a medium server. Interesting. Alright. Here he is. Corncob staff and all. Look at him. Alright. Let's check him out. He's got the corncob. At work, who the fuck even plays Classic? Still repping old Palanchi. What's up, Thick Meta? Good to see you, man. Damn, Scarum looking kind of populated right now. What is it? What is it, a Wednesday? Wednesday around midday? What do you guys think? Does this look pretty populated to you? More than I would have thought. Alright, let's check out the, let's check out, the old Warlock here. Got some Nemesis, 4-piece. The one thing I got before I stopped raiding is I got the Zandalarian Hero Charm. So I got Toep and Zandalarian Hero Charm. But I was really messing around a lot with the Black Book. That was the fun thing. The spec I am right now, actually, is Black Book spec. So I'm, what is it, MD Ruin? I don't know if any of you guys play Warlock out there. But MD Ruin is definitely a lot of fun. Using the Black Book, using the Succubus for pet damage, kind of like a hunter, kind of being like a makeshift hunter. Not a meme. Specs alright. Gym's closing down again. Gym rats mauling. Dude, what do you guys think about this 1 point? There is a possibility that the world of franchise gyms, big gyms like Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, 24-Hour Fitness, all those, it might be over. You think people are going to actually go back to those gyms after the whole pandemic? The reason I say that is that so many people have learned... Music's a little loud. So many people have learned about, you know, droplets and fomites and how disease and pandemics and all these things spread, right? I've learned a lot about it. I'm sure you guys have too. You know, even if you tried not to learn about it, you still learn about it. That people might just view public gyms as unsanitary, and they kind of have a point. I mean, if you're jumping on these machines, or dozens of other people's bodily fluids are being excreted onto it, you know, day in and day out, seems grosser than it did before, and people may just say I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna, you know, it may be over. It may be over, dude. See some duels? I'm down. See if anyone's out here. I've lost all faith in the gym. I built my own. It's done for me. That's what I'm saying. I think people are going to be on home gyms. Like, do you think those franchises are going to go bankrupt? Chase the gains? Sure. I think there's going to be some level of public gyms, but they're probably going to be smaller gyms that are for bodybuilding, powerlifting, or maybe CrossFit, where there's like a community aspect or like a really strong personal trainer aspect to it, because you get that personal guidance a lot more. But the big chain gyms like Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, where yes, they technically have personal trainers, but it's kind of dog shit, and there's, you know, hundreds of people, and it's not very personal, and you're just jumping on these fleets of machines. It might be over. That might be a thing of the past. We'll see. The human body has anti-disease from gym shit. Chain gyms are bad regardless. Yeah, I mean, I'm signed up just for the local Planet Fitness because it's so cheap. It's like $5 a month or something like that, and it's, you know, 24 hours and all that. But yeah, it'll be interesting. One just opened up around my house right before this pandemic hit, so that sucks for them. I think enough Americans don't care. They'll be fine. Just look at the mask debates. Yeah, crazy times you live in, boys. Anyway, I'm about out of content for right now. I feel I don't know exactly what to do with my life right now. I'm gonna hop back on the road probably later. I'm gonna pause for a little bit. Guys, thank you very much for the support and hanging out with me, keeping me company here, scratching that WoW itch. And I'll probably host someone, and I'll try and be back on as soon as possible. But I just want to thank all of you guys who have been following this channel for years now. At this point, some of you are out there, have been there for years. You know, it's been real. And I'll see you on the next stream, guys. Let's see who we can host. Who should we host? We'll host my man Stino. It's been a minute. Guys, have a nice day. Talk to you soon.